Hi, today we're going to look at function inverses. An inverse is a problem that's closely related to what we started uh, with the only difference of all of our x's and y's are switched. We're going to end up switching x's and y's, and then we're going to look at problems and graphing and all that stuff. So let's start with a set of coordinates. Set. These funny looking brackets on the outside denote set. All it says is we've got a group of coordinates. We have 3 coordinates in here. All of these coordinates are created by an x comma y. In order to find the inverse, we then take that and switch the position of x and y. So my inverse set would then be each coordinate with our coordinates flipped. 1, 2 now becomes 2, 1, 3, 4 becomes 4, 3, and 5, 6 becomes 6, 5. All we did was switch x and y. So same thing happens when we have function notation up here. We need to switch the x and y, but I don't see any y. F of x behaves just like y. So first thing we're going to do is rewrite. We're going to say y equals 2x minus 1. Good. Now we're going to jump down to what we did over here where we're going to switch x and y. Okay, x equals 2y minus 1. Now solve for y. Get y alone. So I'll use any kind of inverse operations to get this by itself. So we're going to say plus 1, and then divide by 2. And you're left with y equals x plus 1 over 2. Okay, now we have an equation, but we started with a function. I want to end with a function. We went f of x to y. I want to go from y to f of x. And now I'm looking at this and the top one, and I can clearly see that they're different answers, but they both say f of x. I still need to show that this is the inverse. I don't know. Well, we show it by putting a little exponent up there that says -1. That then says the inverse. Now, what if I were to graph these two problems? All right, well, y equals 2x minus 1. There's an easy one. Let's start with that. Y equals mx plus b. -1, go up 2 over 1. There you go. And let me put one more coordinate on there just for the fun of it. Rise 2, 1, 2, go over 1. Okay, so here we have our line. That's what we started with. I want to now graph our inverse that we created. Well, I don't even know how to graph this. It looks funny. There's got to be an easier way. Well, there is. So let's go back to what we did over here. We had a coordinate. We switched the coordinates. Let's find 3 original coordinates that were given, and then we'll find the inverses of all those. So we have down here 0, -1. We have 1, 1, and 2, 3. The inverse of all of these is switching x and y. So 3, 2, 1, 1, -1, 0. Now let's graph these 3 red ones. We're going to go over 3. We're going to go up 2. We're going to go over 1, 1, same spot, and go back 1 and up and down 0. Red line is our inverse, and that is finding function inverses.